What it do, surprise Shawty crew? And hey, my Daizee loves. It's about to be a word. The hair is tied. A couple weeks ago, I had posted, they could never make me hate you. And y'all know me, like, stuff just randomly fall in my spirit. I be walking around the house just saying stuff out loud, like, why did I just say that? But I keep saying they can never make me hate you. And in particular, recently, it's been, CeeDee Lamb and GP. We did not win last night. It was a little disappointing, right? But I'm going to always be a Cowboys fan. And something about haters and giving what I feel like is very unnecessary opinions and unnecessary commentary. Like, I've been picking up on that a lot lately. Y'all know I've been talking about gossip blogs and all that. Something about that is like, people think their opinions are so relevant that it's going to make you switch up. It's going to make you no longer be a fan. And although I'm talking about sports right now, this is so much bigger than sports. I feel like I'm finally in a place in my life where I can really not only receive things for what they are, but also move forward accordingly. And I have been saying that for years, but I had to get certain things, certain people out the way so that the words wouldn't just, land and scatter. And I was very honest with y'all because going into maybe 2 years ago, I knew God was telling me that I keep giving it to you, but the ground isn't good. The soil is not good. And so whatever he was saying, it couldn't really take root. And like I say, I move accordingly, but I'm in a different place now because I did cut off a lot of toxic people, which is a whole separate video. But I'm finally understanding that after all this time, you want me to hate who I'm with, hate myself, hate my team, hate who I'm cheering for, hate who I love, hate who inspires me because you hate them. You're a hater. And I want to keep this focused on people wanting you to hate yourself, okay? This definitely has a kingdom marriage element to it. They could never make me hate you, right? Anything that I was destined, ordained, anyone I was destined, ordained to love, they can never make me hate you. Not ultimately. People try to do that. People try to separate and come in between, like the other word I did, but they can never ultimately make me hate anything or anybody God has called me to. They can never make me hate you, babe. You get what I'm saying? And you have to be able to take that and turn it inwardly and look within. Okay, so let's keep going. BT dubs, I am not using a filter. This is the real Megan. Now, I like these filters sometimes, just one, because I like them, but also if the lighting isn't good. But I am not using the filter right now. They could never make me hate you. Me, babe. You get what I'm saying? They could never make me hate myself. But I spent so many years having the wrong people around me because they hated me. They hated the God in me. They hated the light in me. And yes, that was family. Okay. They wanted me to hate myself because they hated me. And I'm really at a point in my life where I'm like, baby, I don't care who don't like me. I like me. And more importantly, I understand that God likes me. And it's beyond he like me, right? That's the inside joke, me and my sister. He loves me. God loves me. And because he loves me and I stick with him, he's been, like I said, this year, it was look at yourself, look in the mirror, take a look at yourself. You're beautiful. You're wonderful. That's what he did to me this year. God loves me. I love me. And you either going to get with the program or you going to get out of here. 1 second. Okay, so sorry, y'all, for the impromptu-ness. Deliveries are on the way. But you are destined to love yourself first and foremost. And when we talk about that alignment and that oneness in oneself so that you can go forward and you can have that alignment with the other things that God has called you to, whether that is your spouse, whether that is ministry, business, whatever, you have to have that oneness in oneself. Now, actually, you don't have to have it. Let's keep it a buck. Most people don't have it. We are blessed to be on the journey to having that, to actually living in that freedom, in that peace. But you were destined to love yourself. Your surroundings, your environment didn't want you to love yourself, but because God loves you, he wanted you to truly love yourself. When we go back to the football analogy, for me, it was heavy on the light. And y'all better not be talking about GP crazy today. And guess what they was? They was waiting on an opportunity to try to not only talk bad about him, but also humble the Cowboys fan base. And this just either further goes to show your spouse may not be performing at their best. You may not be performing at your best. There may be some disappointing moments, some seasons, some plays, whatever, just like we was talking about the other day. But But that should not change whether or not you are a fan of yourself, whether you are a fan of them. They could never make me hate you. You get what I'm saying? Even when it comes down to your family, because at the end of the day, it's ultimately going to be the devil. He is the one trying to sow the discord, the division, the hatred, all that. And it don't have to go two ways. Just because they running with the generational hate, just because they actually hate you, you don't have to hate yourself. And you don't have to hate them, okay? No matter what the situation is. But I really was like, y'all better not be talking crazy about GP. Let them be talking crazy about GP today. Let them. And they was. And I was ready to fight. And that's just where I am in my life. Like, we can fight about it if you want to. When it comes to how I feel about myself, how I believe in myself, how I have confidence in myself, we can fight about it if you really want to. And I don't mean physically fight with nobody, but you should be really worn in spirit, really intentional and focused on your relationship with yourself, your standing with yourself, and then everything else after that. But even before yourself, it's God. The enemy don't want you to have a good relationship with God. The enemy always trying to come in between that, but they could never make me hate you. They could never make me hate you. You get what I'm saying? All the stuff you've been through. And if we look at Job, come here, Job. If we look at Job and how the enemy was doing his best to make him turn his back, best to make him look at God sideways, and he didn't switch up, he didn't fold, they could never make me hate you. It has to be like that with your relationship with God, with yourself, then your spouse, so on and so forth. They could never make me hate you. And so the other videos I'm going to do tonight is going to be more tactics and insight to the warfare and maybe some of the things you have experienced in your life. But ultimately, it didn't work. But that's what they're trying to get you to do. In the same way you can ride behind a sports team or an artist or whatever it may be, I really pray you riding like that behind God. I really pray you riding like that behind yourself and also your spouse, okay? Your family, whatever. If we can understand that with sports teams, now some people do wake up and switch teams. Like, I thought you was a whoever fan all these years. Yeah, well, I changed my mind. Oh, okay, no. It's Cowboys till I die. I'm a diehard Cowboys fan. I bleed blue. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's how we was raised. I don't play that, and I don't plan on ever not being a Cowboys fan. Now, it was some stuff going on. It was like, now, if I marry somebody and he's not a Cowboys fan, will I like his team? Probably. But that's not going to change the fact that I'm still a Cowboys fan. Okay, so if we can understand that, like, I'm not switching up. And I was thinking about that this week, too. If we locked in, ain't no switching up. Exactly. It's never that. It may be some hard times, some hard movements, some hard seasons, whatever, but it ain't no switching up. And it's also making me think about low, I'm with you always. So if y'all been here for a while, you get where I'm going with this, right? But low, I'm with you always. They could never make me hate you. Riding with you to the end. I'm with you to the end of the road. Like, this is real life. That's how God is about us. They could never make me hate somebody that's that loyal, that's that faithful, that's loving to me. They could never make me hate you. Ever. I'm sweating. That's why I keep doing this. But they could never make me hate you. And I shared this on Facebook. I was like, no, the only toxic relationship I'm going to be in is with the Dallas Cowboys, so we're clear. And it's not even really toxic. I'm the same way about Auburn because I went to school there. I'm going to be the same way about Dallas. I'm a real fan. Ups, downs, highs, lows, winning, losing. I'm with you when you're right. I'm with you when you're wrong. I'm with you when you're super wrong. I just heard that on something the other day, and I was like, I like that, because when you really riding behind somebody, when you really with somebody, that is the energy. If somebody switches up, if somebody leaves, if somebody no longer loves you, if somebody no longer is a fan, it was never real to begin with. It wasn't genuine to begin with. If you don't support me no more because I'm not talking about Kingdom Marriage, you didn't like me no ways. You was using me for that. Like, you get what I'm saying? And I keep saying that. Like, God don't stop loving us because we have bad seasons, hard times, or because we dropped the ball or we not winning. He still loves us, he still supports us, and he still makes sure we get where we're trying to get. So I pray that this season of your life, them the people you lock in with, them the people you move forward with, them other folks, that fugazi stuff, because I keep saying that too, leave that where it's at. That's not genuine. That's not real love. They not real fans of you. People who only around because of what you can do for them, that's not no genuine person for you, because people who love you in every season. And one of my friends told me that, and I will never forget that. Like, love you in every single season. Right. That's the high lows, up, down, win, lose. Like, they could never make me hate you. That's how you know that's your person. Not ultimately and not permanently, okay? Because some stuff do be going on, okay? You can have some wires crossed. People can be doing some spell work, whatever the case may be. Some manipulation and control, okay? But ultimately, permanently, they could never make me hate you. And if nobody else is a fan of the MegMeCheyell, the MegMeCheyell is a fan of the MegMeCheyell. And I really am realizing the hate train is going to always exist. It doesn't matter who you are, what level of anything you have, the hate train is going to exist. So you might as well get with the program. Like, I really am getting used to it. Thank God. And he told me that in 2019. But I really am getting used to it. And I thank God. If they're going to hate anyways, why would you not be happy? Why would you not love yourself if they're going to hate you regardless? Because they are. You're going to get the hate regardless. I've been getting hate all up until this point. I'm 31 and I'm just now starting to like lock in with myself for real. Like, okay, well, I'd rather it be that I really am locked in with me and they hating versus I'm not locked in with me and they hating. They're going to hate regardless. That's the devil's job. It should not have took me this long to understand that. Like, I could tell you the famous quotes. I could tell you the famous sayings, but it wasn't really, like, true for me yet. And I just thank God. Like, I'm not switching up on Megan. Why would I switch up on Megan? You can do that over there. You're not a part of the club. And if your person does not have that oneness with themselves, like how I'm saying I'm just now not switching up on myself, absolutely I was finna switch up on you. I was absolutely finna be looking at you crazy, right? Now, ultimately, no. But if I'm struggling to even be locked in like this in myself, you really think it's going to be easy for me to be 100% locked in with somebody else? It's not. It's not.